We back early morning deliberations. They in the court. They in there deliberating right now. Last couple hours of the Diddy trial, people. See what's going on. I think people still hitting them. Matter of fact, people still hitting with. Somebody just hit
Man,
him
oh
with a
man, we got
lawsuit
30
last
some
night.
odd civil suits. People looking to chip away at that fortune that he's holding on to.
People trying to get their
Right. You just think of the cost of the attorneys for those civil cases. In fact, there's one that just came in overnight. I'm just looking at.
people trying to get their lawsuits in right now. Hold up.
The headline from Variety: Sean Diddy Combs hit with new $10 million lawsuit. This is from a music video dancer who says that he was drugged and raped and given an STD by Sean Diddy Combs. Again, that is a civil suit that's dropping, and that's just another example of some of the legal challenges that Sean Combs could face, even if he is able to walk out of that courthouse with a verdict from this jury. Candace, there's a lot of talk about an Allen charge and whether or not the jury should get that.
By the way, as we're, again, we're kind of just waiting on everything. Look at 50 Cent, man. 50 Cent can't wait for Diddy to go to jail. I keep telling you, man, the fact that Diddy did that to his baby mother, the fact that Diddy's lawyer was popping in court like that, basically saying, yeah, that other man couldn't take care of his child, so I was doing it. Diddy want that man off the earth. Not Diddy, I mean 50 want that man off the earth. 50 posts, he says, I wonder if there's a number or hotline you can call if your old hoe shows up 20 years later and still mad, just asking for a friend. He's actually taking shots at his first baby mama. The next two posts are about Diddy. He says, yo, Diddy just told me to tell y'all, don't worry about him. He gonna hold it down. Real nigga shit, okay? Then the other post says, how do you win a fight if you're fighting someone who's too stupid to know they lost? Just keep hitting them until they stop moving, huh? Hilarious, right? I think there's another post. He says, Diddy just told me to tell y'all, don't worry about him. He gonna hold it down. They gonna give him 20 years. But what's that to a real nigga? LOL. Counts 2, 3, 4, and 5 or nothing. I said nothing. Do y'all think 50's a hater or he's just petty? What do y'all think it is?
50 just petty. He ain't no hater. He just know y'all would do him the same way if it was the verses was if the roles was reversed. He know y'all would do him the same way. Anything. I'm talking about anything that he done went through, y'all would do him the same way. Oh shit. They said my shit ain't even gone. Hold up.
Sorry, my shit had cut off. God dang. Messed up. Anyway, we back again. Last couple hours of the Diddy trial verdict.
What do y'all think he is?
50 Cent over here being petty.
Holy.
What does that mean? How effective is an Allen charge if this jury still can't reach some sort of resolution?
So listen, key unpersuadable opinions. That's what the note was from the jury. The Allen charge is said to by the judge to say, hey, listen, go back and try again, or go back and try again, as many times as he sees fit until he determines for himself, you know what? These people are unpersuadable. So let's move ahead and let's go to this portion of the verdict where RICO has not been proven. It can happen many, many times. It depends on the judge, for the judge to say, go ahead and try again. Go ahead and try again. You know, believe in the core values and belief that you have, but try your best in the best interest of justice, in the best interest of the time and the witnesses and everything that we've come here in the court to do, to go ahead and see if you can consider something else or open up your mind in a different way. That will probably happen. We'll probably see that today if they keep coming back with these unpersuadable opinions.
And then William, a question coming in from JAM. Could and should Cowboys for Angels, which is the website that Diddy and Cassie use to hire escorts, Cowboys for Angels, should their executives be charged with RICO?
That's a good question. I'm going to say probably not. I think that there's probably a layer of protection there. I'm guessing that, you know, through the website, the executives of it would say, you know, we provide entertainers. We don't necessarily condone sex trafficking or things along those lines. I'm sure there's some protections built into the website that would insulate those folks as well as they could. But again, you know, the goal of this trial has been to prosecute Sean Combs and not to prosecute many other people. You know, Kate Corum wasn't charged. Other folks that could have been charged weren't. Some were given immunity in order to provide testimony against Combs. So I think we know what the focus is. I think we've always known what the focus is here.
By the way, this Cowboys for Angels thing, they have an Instagram page that has a bunch of Negroes on it. So I guess this was like a buffet for like Cassie and Jane Doe. Going here and they say Cowboys for Angels is an elite, personalized male escort agency for discerning women. We pride ourselves on offering exclusive male companionship and operate in most major U.S. cities. Whether it's an elegant dinner date with the man of your dreams or you just want to escape for a while and be pampered, Cowboys for Angels can fulfill your expectations. Our online male companion gallery includes all available male escorts in the United States of America. The best way to find the male escort companion of your dreams is a quick call with the agency to speak with one of our expert matchmakers who will help you book the experience of your life. Interested? It said Chris is in Miami. He's ready for a date. Yeah, I'm wondering how they don't get charged or nothing.
Because on their website it said we don't condone prostitution. We don't do that. We just some entertainers. It's the way you word stuff.
Application to be a cowboy? What the fuck? This is their website, I think. They do say several times on here, Cowboys for Angels does not sell sex. They consistently say it. They do not sell sex. Let's look at media and press and see what's going on. Actually, let's look at frequently asked questions. Am I personally breaking any laws by using Cowboy for Angels? No, you are not breaking any laws. It's 100% legal to hire a companion to share a few hours or even a weekend with. Our agency does not break the law, and you can always trust that we will have full transparency and be upfront with you.
Oh, man.
We do not book our gentlemen for bachelorette parties. They will be keeping their clothes on for the entirety of the date. Can I book a gentleman for the personal massage? Nope. We don't do massages.
They lying.
We do not contract gentlemen to provide massage therapy or any physical contact. You hear what they say? No physical contact.
They is lying. These niggas is lying. I'm telling you, it's all about how you word stuff. Yeah, these motherfuckers is lying. You could. That's great.
Mm-hmm. Even though male companion agencies are illegal in the United States, why is there a social stigma related to that? Often the stigma surrounding professional straight male companionship is wrapped up in a misunderstanding of what's actually being offered. As a busy professional, discerning woman, you are looking for someone to spend your time with who already understands your life, someone who does not need constant attention or to be coddled, someone who wants to make you feel like an absolute queen, has no expectation for time commitments or emotional labor, someone who could escort you to an important event and put his attention on you, but isn't intimidated by how you capture a room. This is beauty of a straight male companionship. You're paying for the time of and company of someone that you don't have to hand feed. A man who is educated, classy, and experienced. This may not be the thing for everyone. And for those who do not understand,
They make that shit sound good, don't they? No Diddy, but they soup that shit up. They be like, yeah, they souped up.
and often speak negatively about the experience because they believe it's something else. Our terms and conditions very clearly lay out what we do and do not offer and what to expect on your dates. Let's click on that.
Terms and conditions.
Let's just search sex like Jesus. Okay. Client will not ask for, demand, or encourage sex or sexual acts. The contract with one of our companions is limited to companionship services only. Fees reflect hourly rates for companionship services, not for sexual services of any kind. In no manner shall the client or the companion engage in the request of an exchange of sexual acts for money. Sexual acts are not contracted for, nor is requested to be contracted for or compensated in any manner.
Damn, did they read this in the courtroom?
Okay.
That's crazy.
And then have another poll result coming in. If you could ask one question to the legal team, what would it be about? Evidence coming in at 40%, legal process 24%, motive at 18%, and industry.
As y'all see, they've been in the verdict room going on 14 hours. Ooh-wee.
Pressure at 15%. Appreciate the nearly 3,000 people who voted on that. I'm trying to find the question. Someone had asked, and I will get their usernames because you deserve credit for it. The question of who could come next. And that kind of is related to the question I just asked William Candace. I'm thinking of Christina Korn here. Her name has come up so much. After this trial is done, who could be next, if anyone, charged by the government in connection with what they believe was an illegal enterprise?
I think it really depends on the deals that were made, and we don't know what they were. With Christina Korn, I think that we all thought that we were going to hear from her. Did she get immunity? I don't know. Did she get immunity? And then they realized, you know what? She's
myself, but I'm judged.
Okay, by the way, somebody said this is pre-recorded. We're live, motherfucker.
Now color-coded system. I think I've talked to you guys about this, where if I'm writing in black ink, that's just kind of what's going on. If I'm writing in green, I'm just observing the courtroom. If I'm writing in red, it's something that I'm making sure I'm noting of, because I did not bring any highlighters. So everything has to be color-coded for me. So that way, when I relay this information to you guys know what I'm talking about. And hopefully it's simple enough that you guys, I'm not getting too much into the weeds of things. I know I tend to ramble sometimes, but I've got it down to a system where I'm just jotting everything down at this point.
You were definitely the person in school that everybody goes to at the end of the semester before finals and be like, hey, do you have the notes? I didn't really pay attention. More questions coming in for you, Elizabeth. This is from Laha. Given the allegations against him, are the jurors being watched for their safety to make sure there's no tampering?
Well, I do think that's kind of a question that's been lingering through a lot of people's minds. I don't think they have anything necessarily to worry about, especially thus far, especially given that a lot of people on both sides, the defense and the prosecution, have been noting how great this jury is, how diverse this jury is. So from my understanding of things, I don't think there's anything to necessarily worry about. I think if there was something to worry about, just kind of like with the issue with juror number 6, not that that had anything to do, with witness tampering or.
Remember yesterday we talked about jury 25? They done kicked that nigga out. They done kicked juror 25 out. Cole is gone.
anything like that. It was just a simple kind of, thing about his residence. But in terms of just if there's any actions that need to be taken with the jurors, everybody's been very diligent and professional enough to kind of take the next steps. But nothing has happened thus far. I know a lot of people are kind of anxious to see what's going to come out of this, but nothing thus far. I don't think they have anything to worry about in terms of their maybe just a lot of us from the press just wanting to talk to them afterwards. If anything, that's what they have to worry about, probably being inundated with requests to chat.
Right, we got a couple more for you here because I know you have to get back to kind of waiting for these jury deliberations across the street. This is from Alessio, and this was related to what you just saw. Sean Combs praying with his family, even the applause in the courtroom.
Perfectly imperfect. Thank you for that 10. It says, Act, thank you for what you do. Thank you for supporting me. I'm nothing without you guys. Thank you.
We've heard a lot about how he would, for example, send off sermons to Jane, things like that. So we know that he's been kind of taking to religion a little bit. There are times where I have seen him, especially at the beginning of the trial, he came in with a Bible. And so I think he's really kind of touching into that, more religious side of him. It's not the weirdest thing that I've seen, especially since, from my understanding, I think I had stepped out of the courtroom for a moment, that he'd done this before, kind of pray with his entire family. I think if anything that was a little, and I hate to say this, a little like interesting, was just only the claps afterwards, like the
Whole fam in there, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mama. I don't know who this is. I must be his other baby. Oh yeah, other baby mama. One of his baby mamas there. His mama, his other baby mama, his kids, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He ain't got love in there, baby love. She looking sad in the motherfucker. Old boy's son, goddamn, on his gangster shit. The one that looked just like him, he looking worried. The twins over there looking worried. Shit, I don't blame them.
family, I get it, but maybe from the other people, I kind of just didn't understand that. But that's
Shout out to the artist too, man. Y'all got to shout out the artist. He been putting it down with the goddamn Bill Cosby. I mean, the good time paintings and shit. Y'all gotta peep it. He even had Diddy looking. I mean, some of the Diddy photos, some of the Diddy drawings was looking crazy though. But besides that, that nigga doing his thing. It's a couple of them though.
just might be me.
And then a great comment here, which we really appreciate, the entire team here at Law and Crime. Kimberly Gardner says, shout out to Law and Crime, the closest thing to being there yourself. Great coverage with great hosts and hostess, which we all really appreciate because, as Elizabeth knows, I mean, she has been working so hard every single day, taking down so many notes inside that courtroom. One more for you, Elizabeth. We're going to go with this one here from Molly Asijo. How is the jury protected when they leave the courthouse? Because you do think, as much as we as the media, we may want to find them to talk to them, see what they're thinking, certainly after the verdict. And then you think of some of the concerns like we were just talking about with tampering, but just for making sure that no one might on their own try to go after members of the jury. What happens at the end of the day when they go home?
Yeah, well, let me tell you this, Chris, that whenever the jury does end for the day, whenever they're kind of shuttled out to go outside, is that us who are inside the main courtroom, we are not allowed to leave. We're all supposed to be staying put. I don't know if that'll change once the verdict is rendered. I doubt it will. I think the jury will still be given kind of a little head start to leave the courtroom. But for the most part, the people who are even here outside, who are not inside the main courtroom, they might not know that it's somebody who's passing them is one of the jurors on the Sean Diddy Combs case. They might just think it's just another random person, because this is a jury of his peers. They look just like any of us who are just sitting here camped out waiting for a verdict watch. So they, for the most part, they get a little bit of a head start, maybe about 10 or so minutes for them to gather their things, go down the elevators, go outside. Whereas it's a little bit of the opposite, where they kind of go in the same entrance that we all do when we're going through the security line. However, they are met with like a jury staff member who's waiting for them downstairs. We are not allowed to communicate with them. We are not allowed to even smile at them. We can't say good morning to them. We can't even ride in the elevator with each other. It's really kind of, they very much so protect them as they're entering the courtroom, and they kind of do the same as they're exiting the courtroom. But I'm sure that for us who know and recognize their faces, we can kind of point them out, but I don't think some of the people who are just waiting here outside recognize that, oh, that's one of the jurors right there.
I know, and because I've just been looking at this list of just the little information we have about each person. when all of this is done, I'm fascinated to kind of just put the faces to the descriptions, hear their thoughts about how all of this played out, and we'll see when that happens again. A verdict could come at any moment, and I'm not trying to be over dramatic by saying that. Elizabeth Milner, I'll let you get back to the courthouse. Thank you for stepping out to talk to us. We really appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks, Chris.
All right, let's, as we wrap things up here for this hour, and even though we're wrapping up this hour, we're going to be live throughout the day here on Law and Crime. Jesse Weber will be here at noon. And then, of course, if there is an update, if there is a verdict from court, we'll break.
Go check out
Got tapping with my mans, man.
We got to tap in with Got to tap in with what's the name of this shit? Pie for the Soul.
Me business. No suspenders is crazy. No suspenders? Oh, me business.
Hypothetically, hypothetical example number one. If he is found innocent of count two and count four, which is SEX trafficking, and found guilty of count 3 and count 5, which is selling of the body, which is the lowest level offense with the lowest amount of jail time. The jury is hung up on the RICO and may be hung up for several reasons. Maybe they don't believe it was an enterprise, a criminal enterprise. Maybe they don't believe it was a conspiracy, right? And the RICO carries the 20-year minimum. The 20-year minimum. And maybe the jury is saying, we don't feel comfortable giving him all of that time. Right? Give him the SEX trafficking. Give him the SEX, give him the SEX selling of the body. Not guilty of the trafficking. Not.
Chad, we supposed to be in New York. I'm supposed to take y'all with me to New York. I'm supposed to have my stuff. We supposed to be in New York, out there with sitting on the rock, talking. Right there. Man.
Not guilty of the RICO. Thomas McCrae, what up? That's what I'm thinking. Because if he is guilty, if they had him guilty on all four, count 2, count 3, count 4, and count 5, the RICO is already satisfied. It's activated. He would have to, the jury by default, by convicting him of all four of those, he's automatically convicted for the RICO. Because those are base offenses under the RICO. So it has to be that either all four are not guilty or two guilty, two not guilty. If I had to guess, best case scenario, not guilty of all four related to Cassie and Jane. Best case scenario. And they're hung up on the RICO. And he'll be found not guilty of RICO. Best case scenario.
This is about to be crazy.
The base case scenario.
Chad, this is about to be crazy. But look, like I said before, it's gonna be a sad story if he get convicted. If this nigga get found not guilty, I'm telling you, man, he gonna sit his ass down. He ain't gonna be doing too much, but he definitely gonna throw a party. Definitely gonna throw a party.
What I think is most likely is that
And I'm definitely gonna be there.
they found him guilty of SEX selling of the body with the male escorts with both Cassie and Jane, but they said no SEX trafficking. They said no SEX trafficking, not guilty. So they got 2 guilties, 2 not guilties, and I think they decided, like, does this man really deserve to go to prison for 20 years? That's my
Shit, goddamn 10 too long for me. Shit, I mean for him, that nigga 55, he get out when he's 65. Well, he probably do like, you know, he probably get out when he's 60, 62. But still, I can't picture him in there like this, man. Did he like to do shit? Well, he's doing it now.
that's my personal opinion.
Oh, I'm sad about this.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Because it can't be both. It can't be both. He can't be found guilty of all 4. Can't be. Because then he would have been found guilty of the RICO last night. And I think they're struggling with the possession with the intent to distribute. They're struggling with the arson. They're struggling with the kidnapping.
They struggling with the distribute what's it called? Drugs to distribute, because they just trying to say, if we smoking, you know how y'all smoking with your homeboys and y'all pass the blunt, or smoking with your homegirl, you pass the blunt. They trying to say that's distributing drugs right there. That's crazy.
You know, because all they would need would be one more predicate, and then they got him. He's looking at 20 years. So I'm on my way down here to the court now. Today is Wednesday. The court will be closed tomorrow, but the judge did say that if they were unable to reach a verdict by today, that he would open up the courtroom for them to come in tomorrow to finish.
By the way, I'm getting a note here that the jury has passed. They've sent a note. They've sent a note. Jury has sent a note. Their first note of the day, from what I'm hearing. By the way, CNN has a different feed, but they just described it. They said the courtroom Diddy turned to face his relatives and told him he was heading downstairs to wait. Stay strong, he said. And he bowed his head to pray. His children bowed their heads as well. In giving prayer, Combs says, God, please watch over my family. He asks that the jurors.
I even hit y'all with the intro prayer. Should I hit him with the intro prayer today for Diddy? You got to. I ain't make that, for the victims in Diddy. On First Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. When I was a child, thought as a child, understood as a child, even behaved as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Diddy, it's time to put away childish things, my brother. If you get out of this, you got to stop. You got to put this nonsense you got to stop, my brother. Come on now, you got to stop. I understand you don't think you're doing nothing wrong. You're probably not like justice wise, but morally, come on, man, you got to stop, man. Women don't deserve. I mean, and if a woman want to get pissed on, you don't need to do that. Women don't need to be getting pissed on. Come on, women. Women, respect yourselves. Respect yourselves. Come on. We'll not be in this situation if y'all respect yourselves too. Other than that, it'd be great. I mean, damn, it'd be great.
His family be blessed. The family responded with amen and clapped after he prayed. After the marshal escorted Combs out, his children stood to walk out. Everyone else in the court also stood. When it was clear the judge wasn't on the bench, Combs' children and several members laughed, injecting a moment of levity into the courtroom. 1 minute ago, the jury has sent a note. According to the defense attorney, the jury has sent a note. According to defense attorney Mark Agnifilo, this will be the first note of the day. Combs supporters are filtering back into the courtroom. They're going into the courtroom. The federal jury has reached a verdict in the racketeering and sex trafficking trial of Diddy Combs. Wait, hold on. Wait.
Y'all.
Whoa. Look like they've reached a verdict.
Y'all. They might have reached a verdict. Let's see.
Damn, that was quick. Motherfucker. Wow, let me see. Is Inner City Press on this? Wow, there is a verdict, people. There is a verdict. We are here.
We live, y'all.
Breaking news.
2025.
I'm going to tweet this out. The verdict has been reached, chat.
We've been here forever.
Verdict reached. Breaking news.
We done seen a lot of shit. From R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, Diddy. Come on, y'all. We done been here for a long time. If you was an 80s baby, 70s baby, we done seen a lot of stuff in this world.
This is huge.
OJ.
This is huge.
We done seen OJ get off, people. Come on. This is huge. What's going to happen?
I'll post this to the gram too, and then I'll. Damn. I thought they were going to take. I thought there was a potential. They weren't that far off.
I ain't even up with the act. I ain't even live. Like, damn. I don't want to miss it, though. I got to hear it.
Wow. A federal jury has sent the note that they have came to the consensus on all 5 charges. There is a verdict officially in the sex trafficking trial of Sean P. Diddy Combs. He's accused of having a criminal enterprise that coerced women into sexual encounters with other men known as freak off. He's 55 and he's charged with 5 counts. 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. If found guilty of most charges, he could face life. He could face life, people. He could face life. This is the latest update. This is the latest update. The prosecutors have filled the seats in front of the table. Sean Combs hasn't been brought back in yet. Holy shit. What happens? I gotta believe there's a not guilty on the RICO. They agreed to it too quick. They agreed to it too quick. It's no way you didn't fold yesterday and you show up today and 2 hours in, you're like, fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah. I don't know. What do y'all think? Let's get a poll going on. Do you believe you'll be guilty on all 5 charges? All perfectly 10. All 5 charges. It's either 1, 3. No, it's not going to be 1. It's either going to be 2, 3, or 5. It's almost impossible for him to get convicted of just 1. Why? There's sister charges. If you get convicted of sex trafficking, you get convicted of the Mann Act, which is prostitution. If you get convicted of one prostitution, you get convicted of pretty much the other prostitution. And if you get convicted of the RICO, you get convicted of at least 2 other ones, if not 3 other ones, or you'll probably get convicted of all. You'll get convicted of all. We are here to see what's gonna happen. I don't even know. I feel a little nervous. It's not my life hanging in the balance.
I know.
I feel a little bit nervous. Diddy's not yet in the courtroom. Diddy said a prayer this morning. He led his family in prayer. When he entered the courtroom this morning, he hugged 4 of his attorneys, Jason Driscoll, Nicole Westmoreland, Alexander Shapiro, and he hugged Mark Agnifilo. He waved to people in the gallery. The mother and the sister were seated in the family section. Diddy was sitting alone at the defense table as his lawyers are standing in a circle to the side. His adult children arrived a little bit later. 2 of his sons brought female friends, and the group squeezed about 10 people in a row that normally fits 8. This is when he prayed. There's one new update. The mother and the sister are now in court, and Diddy lawyers are still meeting with him in private as we wait for the verdict to be read in court. This is the moment, people.
See, I'm all behind. I don't want to lose.
This is the moment. We're following from CNN, the live feed there. We're following also Inner City Press, and I would imagine that Law and Crimes probably has their person outside. Well, they double duty. They have one inside and one outside. I don't know if they got an earpiece or something. But
both are joining us. So very quick, since I last spoke to you, that verdicts come in. Just Candace, what's your reaction? I mean,
so let's see. Diddy's now in the courtroom. This is gonna happen in the next 2-3 minutes. Chat. Open up that poll. In the next 2-3 minutes, I would imagine Diddy's gonna know the fate of his next 20 years. Will he be able to walk out this court? Theoretically, because even if he's acquitted, he still has to get processed out. He doesn't just walk out the courtroom. But will he leave today as a free man, or will he not see freedom for another 20 years? Will he ever see outside of a prison cell or a prison facility ever again? We're gonna find out very shortly. All his kids are there. I would imagine, except the baby. Even though the mother of the baby, which is Dana Tran, she has been at the most important dates of this trial. You have to remember, she is just as family as everybody else. Diddy has a mixed family where I believe he has three with Kim Porter. He has 1 with Misa, or 2, and Sarah Chaplin. There's 1, and he's pretty much adopted Quincy, and he has a baby with Dana Tran. So he has kids with a few different women, and I could imagine, he's been their financial support. Of course, his mother as well, Janice. They're all there and hoping to hear something good. Here's something good. Here we go, people. Each refresh, you might get it. Okay. Wow.
We were not expecting this verdict. P. Diddy's family walked out of the courtroom. I watched him go. Everyone thought, okay, that's the way it's going to be. And all of a sudden, they're coming right back in. We're getting the rush. And again, it just wasn't expected after 1 hour of deliberation this morning.
Court update again. Sean Combs has entered the courtroom. He looked at his family. Again, his mom and his sister are there right now. He looked at his family, nodded his head, and flashed a small smile.
Okay. Yes. Entered the courtroom, looked at his family, nodded his head, flashed a small smile. He's brought in by U.S. Marshals. He's seated. Brian Steele's on his left. Tenny Garagos on his right. His family's in the second row. This is so nervous, chat.
Boy, I'm over here like I'm nervous too.
Very.
I'm nervous too, chat. I'm really mad because I ain't up with the same time. I don't even know what happened. I kind of do, but I don't. I'm gonna find out when y'all find out.
Very nerve-wracking. I can't believe we're about to. This is like the conclusion of just a surreal case. Unfortunately, we don't have video of what's happening in court. We have to take these written. By the way, Fox News. Let me go look at Fox News. Fox News has one too. Fox News has. Let me see. Fox News. Fox News NY. Fox News NY. They usually have somebody who will be able to communicate outside of court. They're not live. They're dropping the ball. They're on some Trump shit. The first couple of days they were there. Fox 5 NY. Fox 5 NY. They gotta be there. Okay, they are. Cool.
Deadlock, or was that the jury process? The judge seemed to think it was a jury process, as we're going to tell them tomorrow.
Look at this.
They start really around 9 o'clock, so really within an hour, they reached an agreement on it. Now, you asked us to describe what's going on out here. It has been nothing short of like packed out here every single day. But in the last 10 minutes since that note went out, there's been a flurry of activity. You see everybody getting set over there. There's a podium over there. This is what we call a pen. They're penned in there. There are cameras floating around, getting ready.
Okay, all right. We have another tweet. So it's Judge Subramanian is in, and he says, "Listen, we've received a note at 9:52. It reads, we have reached a verdict on all counts. Do we have anything to address before we bring our jury out?" We hear no.
Moments of truth, people. Moments of truth.
Order while the verdict is being read, and until we have the jury out of the room. So very momentarily, we are going to know the fate of Sean P. Diddy Combs, a.k.a. Brother Love, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. whatever you want to call him.
A.k.a.
We'll figure this out very shortly.
Diddler, a.k.a. Puff Diddy Combs.
Usually a slight delay.
Diddy Puff.
Ready to talk to maybe prosecutors who sometimes.
By the way, there's going to be a potential press conference. Obviously, if he beats the case, maybe his lawyers want to say a word. But if he doesn't beat the case, they probably won't do a press conference. Also, the prosecutors, they have mics set up right outside the courthouse that they can say stuff. This is kind of nerve-wracking, chat. Not going to lie to you. It's not going to lie.
Do not talk after a verdict right in front of the courthouse. Sometimes they see at the U.S. Attorney's Office, which would be 26 Federal Plaza. And it seems like everybody's positioning themselves for that. And then there's an added element, and you've been aware of this, Antoine, of a sort of social media factor involved here. There are a lot of people who have been live streaming on social media. That presence has been in the dozens. And even in the hot weather and the rainy weather yesterday,
they have now instructed the jury to enter the room.
Uh-oh.
The judge says, "I'll ask our deputy to bring our jury back in." Sean Combs remains seated. All 8 of his attorneys are standing up. All 8 are standing up. The judge says, "All rise."
All rise.
Diddy then stands up.
Mm-hmm.
The jury has now entered. They're going to do a literal question and say, "Hey, listen, are the verdict that you guys are going to read,
rise.
Are those true? And was it ever influenced by anyone else?" And if it says no, he's going to say, "Please deliver the verdict." And we're going to see what the foreman says the verdict is. This is a chest pounding. I feel like I could hear my heart pounding. The entire hip hop, I imagine, is interested in this moment.
They're like, what the fuck?
Okay. The jury is entering the courtroom. The judge asked the jury 4-person to confirm the panel has gotten a verdict. The 4-person has confirmed that they have reached a unanimous verdict on all 5 counts.
Diddy in that bitch like this.
On all 5 counts, people. Juror 5 is the 4-person.
I'd have been in that bitch like Snoop.
Receives your note, juror number 5. Have you reached a verdict? We have. Is it unanimous? Yes. Please provide the verdict for the deputy.
Ooh, they passing the paper to the deputy as we speak.
Here's the update. The 4-person is gonna read
the 4-person
verdict.
What the fuck is a 4-person? Not the 4th person, but the 4-person.
Okay, it's about to happen right now, chat. It's happening right at this moment.
Right at this moment. Well,
so if you were spiritually in that courtroom, you would be hearing what's gonna happen.
Remember, we was here for. I'm talking about if you were born in the 70s, 80s, we was here for OJ. We was here for goddamn.
Now
all the murder, serial killers,
the verdict
Michael Jackson, R. Kelly,
verdict sheet, right? And the verdict sheet.
Last.
Go down and the defendant. This is how it looks. Guilty or not guilty. I don't know if they're going to be instructed to read this, but the attorneys could ask. We can't miss the moment, Chad. We can't miss the moment. Here we go.
Here we go.
In the matter, count 1, not guilty.
Not
count 2, not guilty.
Not guilty.
Holy shit.
That's count 2.
In the matter of count 1, not guilty. Racketeering, he beat. Sex trafficking of Cassie, he beat.
Okay.
Transportation, I told you, he got that one, but he be fine. He be out in a couple months. He be straight.
Yeah.
Oh, we back on road, Chad. We back on road.
Oh.
We back on road, Chad.
Oh.
We back on road. Yo, Cassie, get the fuck on out of here, Cassie.
Oh.
Get the fuck on out of here. Yeah, my boy was doing some prostitution shit.
My nigga Diddy, he might.
He wasn't sex trafficking them hoes. Come on, man.
He might.
Come on, man. If he definitely not guilty for Cassie, he ain't guilty for Jane Doe. She's a hoe. She a hoe. She's a fucking hoe. That's a fact. Here we go. Here we go. Listen, you know what this means? All you other bitches that had whatever type of thoughts like,
lawsuit.
That's sex trafficking. No, it ain't, hoe. You hoes gonna have to live on y'all knees for life. I'm sorry. Okay. This is at least some redemption for Diddy. This is some redemption for Diddy. Hold on. Come on. Where's the fucking update? Come on, Inner City Press.
Yeah.
Sex trafficking for Jane Doe? No, not guilty.
Not guilty.
Transportation, guilty. 2 out of 5, chat. That boy beat the case. He beat the case. He beat the case. He beat the case. He might even come home today. Time served, man. Time served. All you Cassie Jane Doe.
We might get time served too.
That shit is over. And they should. I wish this judge could have dismissed all the civil suits too. All y'all niggas go back to being broke.
In our eyes, Diddy beat the case because you were facing 30 years. Now you might get time served. If you don't get time served, you might got to do a little year in prison, whatever. But they don't. This shit went from this was a Fed case, y'all. They gave him a state charge. They gave this nigga a state charge. It's crazy.
Okay.
All this time wasted.
And let him go have his Astro Glock. Let that man go back to the pre-freak office.
Diddy, I'm coming to the party. No Diddy. No Diddy, we out there. I'm out there. What day is it? What day is it? What day is it? Tuesday? Wednesday? Oh yeah, 4th of July. He's throwing a party. We outside. He might go spend time with his family.
I might have to put in an RSVP. I ain't even going to y'all chat.
I'm telling you.
RSVP chat. I might have to be the next one.
RSVP. I'm telling you. We gone we gone. RSVP. How's it say? RSVCT? What? We're gonna put in an RSVP. We outside. We going to the freak off.
Ain't gonna lie to you.
Baby, get your dress.
My boy beat the case.
My nigga beat the case.
My boy really beat the case. No fucking way. He really beat the case.
Hey, take that. We got to do the dance now. We got to do the dance, chat. Take that. That you won't be right back. You know, I'm an underdog, man. God damn it. Yeah, I feel sorry for the victims if it really, you know, it really was some victims and stuff, but we told y'all need to leave. Just get away from that lifestyle if y'all can't take the lifestyle. Goddamn. Diddy done told y'all what it was.
Was him. Jane Doe is getting tossed out of that $10,000 a month crib like Jazzy Jeff.
Oh shit!
Get that hole on out.
That's why that bitch said that in the when they got them caught her over there act. That's why she said shit like they're like if Diddy got them beat the charges, are you gonna feel threatened? She like nah, hell, I'm good, you know. Ooh no, bitch. Diddy ain't fucking with you. Diddy ain't fucking. Diddy be a dumb motherfucker to go back and fuck with you. Any of you whores. Bitch, he gonna be by himself with his family. Take that. We, throw a little party here or there. Goddamn, let niggas know that. Wait, hey, Diddy, I'm about to email you, Diddy. Play Making the Band back to back. Don't nobody get paid for it. Nobody get paid, Diddy. They ain't had your back. I had your back, Diddy. No homo.
Go back to fifth. Go back to fifth. Go back to 50. Go over there.
50, I still fuck with you, my nigga. I fuck with you, 50. But goddamn, come on, man. You know, 30 years, 50, you know your baby mama was a hoe. Fuck that bitch, 50. Now he's here so he can crack jokes on. Now you can continue cracking jokes on Diddy, goddamn it. Come on. We here. Take that.
Nah. Fifth, you gonna be tight. That nigga is not getting on Twitter.
Yo,
Brian Steele.
Fifth ain't gonna be tight. Fifth don't really give a fuck about that. He just doing this entertaining, you know, woo. Fifth gonna goddamn talk some shit, but he don't really give a damn about that. Don't like he was gonna marry that bitch. Shit.
Brian Steele.
Matter of fact, 50. Go get your son. 50.
Boy, take no L's, man.
Yeah.
Somebody said me happy for him is weird. What do you think I'm supposed to be? Sad? Nigga, I watched the trial and I covered it just like y'all. I think Cassie and them was over whooping. They were over whooping. Diddy was beating their ass. That's a fact. But the idea, and I told you exactly what I predicted was what happened. Guilty on prostitution. This is a prostitution charge. You spent millions of dollars for something that doesn't carry a mandatory minimum. There's no mandatory minimum on it. So you did all of that to give somebody a state charge? Damn it. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. You got the boy that beat a Rico. It's over. The man beat a Rico. It's over.
Let's get some call-ins, people. Let's see what some people got to say. They're gonna be like, what? Nigga beat it? Ladies, make sure you eat your boiled eggs every morning. That nigga beat it. We on live. Don't say nothing crazy. He beat it. Shot. My Diddy nigga coming home, bro. He only got one charge. He got found guilty for like for prostitution or some shit. But that's a state charge. So niggas is like, y'all did all this shit to get that nigga a state charge. He probably gonna get time served on some real shit. Hell yeah. I just told him on the internet right now, telling Diddy. I said, I'm about to email you, Diddy. I'm coming to the next party. Oh shit, y'all. I'm coming to the next party. Goddamn, I told that nigga to play Making the Band back to back. Don't pay nobody. You don't give nobody nothing. Them niggas ain't had your back. Fuck them niggas. Kick that bitch out the crib. 50 Cent baby mama, fuck her. She don't get no more free rent. That other bitch says that she was scared of you. That was in Making the Band. Send her ass away. She want to go anyway. Diddy home. Diddy coming home, baby. Yeah. You know, react. Over now. Hit me when you come out. Diddy better thank
he beat
God.
a Rico. It's over.
You better thank God.
and only got found.
Mhm. Mm-mm-mm. I wonder what everybody else saying. You know, everybody else. Hey, we gotta go to Nancy Grace's chat.
Diddy.
We gotta go to Nancy Grace. See what she's saying. You know she hating. Not guilty. I'm putting in the chat. Not guilty. Not guilty, chat. Diddy coming home. That's why he hit y'all with that smirk. Hey, that's why Diddy hit y'all with that smirk, nigga. That devil smirk, like, bitch, y'all play with me. Okay. I'm about to win this. Mm-mm-mm.
Really spanked this motherfucking case, man. Diddy really spanked this motherfucking case, man.
Diddy ain't spanked shit. Them lawyers spanked the case, nigga. What you
He
talking
really
about?
spanked this motherfucking case, man.
Child Services, they also put together a memo.
Yo, Diddy
They will
goated.
interview Mr.
Diddy
Combs. They will
Diddy
each
goated.
of those three branches, if you
Diddy's
will
goated.
come up what they believe an appropriate
Diddy's
sentence
goated.
is, and then ultimately it's up to the judge to formulate whatever sentence he sees fit in this particular case.
And we'll get some reaction. I'm still waiting to
Got
get
some
the description of what the courtroom was like in this moment with Sean Combs being found guilty on the most serious charge of racketeering conspiracy. But Candace, as you look at the not guilty verdict, what could the prosecution look back on?
Wait, why they say guilty? Oh, it's not guilty. It's not guilty, right? Why that nigga just said he's found not guilty? Hold on. One count, guilty of da-da-da-da. Huh? Oh, we got racketeering? Oh, never mind. Wait.
Oh shit, never mind.
Wait. Whoa. If he got racketeering, he's still cooked. Wait, hold on now.
I know he's still cooked.
Wait, he got racketeering? So it's 3 out of 5. No, Inner City Press had it wrong. Oh, no, he's cooked. He's cooked. My bad. Oops. Oops. My bad. Yo, no, it said not guilty for count 1 is racketeering.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not me that got it wrong. It's Inner City Press. But CNN is saying not guilty for sex trafficking. Oh, never mind. Wait, hold on. Am I high? Oh, okay, but not guilty of sex trafficking. Oh, okay. Now Diddy won. Spanked it. Diddy spanked it.
Yeah. So he ain't got no Rico.
Nigga, he spanked it. Never mind. But not guilty of sex trafficking and racketeering. So what was this nigga talking about? I just heard him say that.
Yeah.
Not guilty of 3 counts. Diddy won.
Or do they make them consecutive because they can do that with 2 charges and you can give them, 8-10 years. Now you're talking 16 to 20 if you put them together. So that's going to be something to look forward to in the future. But the big news is that the more serious charges, particularly the RICO charge, which would have put him away for life, he was found not guilty of.
They must have been close to a decision last night because they didn't.
Yo, let me tell you this, and the jurors don't say it. Diddy had 3 of them people up in there. 3 jurors who was like, man, y'all niggas is tripping. We not finna put Diddy in no goddamn jail for no RICO, my nigga. There's 3 jurors up in there. I don't know who they are, but 3 of them was up in there. I'm telling you, they was banding up. I could tell they was like, yo, listen, we not giving them no sex trafficking charges. Yo, if they were not guilty on both Cassie and both Jane, they should have ended it yesterday. Man.
I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta see what Nancy got to say.
If Diddy not guilty for sex trafficking, fuck them hoes.
Nancy be hating, y'all. We gotta see what Nancy got to say. We got to see what Nancy Grace got to say. That bitch be hating. That bitch be hating. Oh, Nancy. Oh, Nancy. She probably ain't want to talk about it. She gonna be like, fuck this shit. That's fucked up. That Tootsie Roll remark, that was fucked up. So look, what she ain't on live? Nancy ain't live right now. Nancy scared. Damn, y'all, Nancy ain't even live right now. And the other time her ass be live. Let's see what she said yesterday. Let's see what she said, yeah.
If your priorities are family,
Let's see what she said yesterday, goddammit. Goddamn Nancy. See what she got to say.
Individuals believe. Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us. Sean Combs walking into the courtroom. Oh, namaste. What? What? A yoga Zen thing?
Greeting his lawyers with a yoga studio-esque bow.
Namaste, my rear end.
This is horrific that he's allowed to walk into court and he's being all cute.
I told y'all Nancy be hating. She about to say it's fucked up for him to walk in court and greet somebody with respect.
And calm. He can namaste his way all the way to the MDC. He wasn't all namaste in the middle of all these free calls. He can chill out behind bars for the rest of his life for all I care.
Hate!
After
That bitch hating on Diddy. God damn, that bitch hating on Diddy. I'm talking about hate on Diddy. I mean, I don't blame her. You know, a lot of people don't like Diddy. A lot of people, I don't blame him. A lot of people been hurt in this situation, regardless if he was found innocent or guilty. The truth is, Diddy did a lot of people wrong. But he ain't break no goddamn crimes. Y'all motherfuckers chose to be over there.
bombshell closing statements. The judge charged the jury throughout the morning, and we are in a verdict watch here at Crime Stories as we wait for the Sean Combs
Nancy need to go comb her head. Yes, please. I'm thirsty.
verdict to be handed down by a jury of 12. Joining us now outside the Monahan Federal Courthouse, Tisa Tells, host of Tisa Tells on YouTube. Tisa, thank you for being with us. What happened in court today?
In court, Mark Agnafilio came in like he had the worst news delivered to him. He was walking around, furrowed brow, going in and out. Nobody knows what happened. However, the jury got the instructions. And something's telling me that a strawberry lemonade defense might be falling apart before it even had a chance to take hold.
Okay, for those that don't know about the strawberry lemonade defense, among so many other defenses, such as it was just homemade porn. Really? Okay, does that include the Cassie Ventura beatdown video? That said, strawberry lemonade, explain. This really took the cake.
Strawberry lemonade defense is something I hope I never hear again. I will never be able to look at Country Time Lemonade again. Mark Agnafilio started off by saying, it's like when your partner, sometimes they like it, but you don't like it. But you come like what your partner likes because you want to please them. Again, the jury and the galley was looking like, sir, what are you talking about? He looked like he was like, okay, too far. It's like, and then he immediately switched to, it's like drinking strawberry lemonade. Your partner might love it. You don't like it. But over time, you come to like it because you want to please your partner. Again, Mark Agnafilio was doing a don't believe your lying eyes and ears. Just focus in on me. His wife was in court, and she said that she's seen him his whole career, and this was the best closing she's ever seen him perform. And I gotta say, if that was the best, I would hate to see the worst.
Tisa tells throughout the defense closing statement, we heard Agnifilo use one old tired phrase after the next, such as she wanted it, she got paid, as if that's a defense to the beatings, making a lot of comments about how much money Cassidy.
I told y'all she be hating. Look, she don't never got nothing to say about to the victims. Like she said she don't never say like the victims should have never been there or they should have never like they grown ass women. They can make decisions for themselves. She don't never say nothing about like that. She just feel like the victims are got got kid minds. Like, oh, they supposed to fall for that. No, them people goddamn got money too. They ain't got money like Diddy, but they got money. They got damn grown ups. They got established lifestyles. They straight. Nancy, oh man. If somebody came to you, Nancy, with that shit, your ass gonna say no, right? So why them girls can't say no?
Ventura had, how much money he was referring to Jane still living in the home that Diddy had paid for.
Not no more.
On and on with so many old, tired phrases. I'm very curious at reflecting on really disdainful theories about victims. I'm very curious how the jury was responding to that.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated platform. Add products, showcase them dynamically, and seamlessly track your inventory. Accept multiple secure payments and design your storefront down to the very last detail. Get all the tools you need. Drive more sales with customizable gift cards and flexible product subscriptions. Retain customers with a point-based loyalty program, email automations, and reach millions with.
The funny thing is, I thought it was my imagination, but I talked to a few people also that were sitting on court. He lost the jury. He went so far as to say, you want to talk about old school theories? He said, and then she pulled out the oldest trick in the book. Me, and she said it just like that. The jury's eyes kind of looked like, what is going on? He tried to imply Cassie was a minx that seduced all these men. She was gangster. She could take 2 or 3 men at a time. Cassie was a woman that liked sex. It was so disgusting. And the funny thing is, and I'll be honest with you, he came in really charming the jury, making jokes. But once he started going into that old school misogyny, the jury was turned off. And the thing is, he started to seem like to get a little nervous. It's almost like he realized that he had lost the jury. It was really startling to see.
Okay, let me understand what you just said, Tisa Tells. Everyone, Tisa Tells from Tisa Tells on YouTube, joining us outside the courthouse. And what a day it has been in the courtroom. We'll get into jury instructions in just a moment. But did you say that Agnifilo, the lead defense attorney, stated that Cassie was a gangster and that she was fine to take 2 to 3 men at once?
He said that what he actually said was she juggled them 2, 3 at a time. But Nancy, you hit it on the head. That inference, that little sly, gross thought he was trying to plant in the jury's head, 2 to 3. Let's not forget when she was getting the ran on her. It was 2 or 3 people. It was disgusting to see what he was doing. And that inference that you picked up on was not lost on the jury. He lost them with that old school misogyny. It was too much. It was too much.
Okay, wait a minute. Did he actually say the word gangster? Did he say that?
Yes, he said Cassie was straight up. And this is right after he was referring to her juggling 2 or 3 at a time. Cassie was gangster. She didn't care. I mean, I guess I don't want to sound judgy. There's nothing wrong with this. This is a woman that likes sex. She liked it. She was in control. She knew what she wanted. It was back to back to back grossness. And again, I can understand if the prosecution had not done such a great job with their closing arguments, maybe you could just get it by, but it was night and day, and it really made the jury, in my mind, say, whose side are you on, and where are you going to draw the line at where you see victims? It was very startling.
So let me understand this. The white bread boy from law school called victims gangsta. Did I just hear that?
Yes, and again, it sounded just as cheesy and corny and landed like a load of bricks, but he still did it. And it made me think, was Diddy involved in that closing argument? Was he giving him notes about, no, call her straight gangster? Again, maybe right message, wrong messenger. That was a very cringe moment. You know, as soon as it came out of Mark's mouth, you could tell he just wanted to make that go away and just move on to the next point.
Okay, joining me, Rob Shooter. He is the host of Naughty But Nice podcast, and you can find him at Rob Shooter, and that's SHUTER, not Bang Bang Shooter.
Y'all saw how she handled that black girl, right? Watch her how she handled this nigga. She about to goddamn. You trying to tell me that you approve? Like she about to be putting words in his mouth, cause he gonna. I think he ain't gonna be on Diddy's side, but he gonna just speak facts. He gonna speak facts. I've never seen this before, but I guarantee he's gonna speak facts, and she's gonna get mad about it.
RobShooter.substack.com, former publicist for Sean Combs. Okay, I'm just trying to get that mental picture of Agnifilo, the white bread boy from law school, fixing his mouth to call the victims gangsta, and they could take it. That Cassie could juggle 2 to 3 men at a time. You're the PR guru. I bet that fell flat.
Worse than that, Nancy. It's absolutely tone deaf. I'm shocked that Diddy's paying good money for this legal team. And Diddy is a perfectionist. At least when I worked with him, he certainly likes to win and have things his own way. I can't believe that this is the argument that they're using, that he's allowing them to use, that he's not objecting to it. He has made a living for 20 years, really understanding what the audience wants. And I know he's looking at that jury like an audience. He's been on stage and he knows what it's like to lose an audience. He's played the Garden, some of the biggest venues in the world, and he's sitting in this courtroom, and he can tell, he's a professional at this, Nancy. He can tell that this just is not working. I'm so surprised that they are doing this, and I'm even more surprised that Diddy hasn't at least tried to correct this ship. It's a bad look.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Shooter. Once you commit to the lawyer that's going to deliver the closings, you're stuck. You can have a fleet of 5, 7, 8 lawyers like the defense has, but only one lawyer can be tasked with delivering closing statements. If you'll think back to the Alex Murdaugh double murder trial, where he was charged and convicted of murdering his wife Maggie and son Paul, they wanted to split that up so the good old boy could start Harpootlian the closings and then bring on a younger and more spry lawyer to hit the facts. No, that was not allowed. There's a reason only one lawyer can give openings and closings, and they picked Agnifilo. I told him at the get-go, do not do that. After his disastrous softball interview with Harvey Levin about the baby oil, it was cringy, right? Way cringe. He was not fit to do closings. He may be a legal mastermind, but no, NO, they had Steele, an excellent lawyer, just got Young Thug off. They have Tini Garagos, daughter of Mark Garagos, great lawyer, but no, they picked him. That was Diddy's decision. Do you agree or disagree? Is there any way it was anyone's decision but Sean Combs's?
No way. 100% his decision. And not only will he be deciding which lawyer to pick, he'll want to know the outline of the closing statements they're going to make. He's a total control freak. Let me give you an example, Nancy. When I was working with him 20 years ago, we were at Good Morning America, and everybody in the crowd was white. And Diddy knew this was a bad look. And he turned to me and said, Where are the people of color? And there were some people there. They were at the back. They were moved to the front. Diddy knows this. In Diddy's concerts, he makes sure that when the camera shoots people in the audience, it's people of color, it's young people, it's pretty people. So he knows image better than anybody else in that courtroom. And I'm shocked that he's allowing this to happen. Not good.
Dearest liver, I used to think all you did was filter alcohol. You actually filter everything.
That's why I humbly repay you, Dose.
Delicious daily shot that promotes liver function and cleanses the liver of unwanted elements.
Dose. Love your liver.
Elevate the way you celebrate with a birthday party at Sky Zone. Your party will be bouncing off the walls, literally. And with our range of party packs,
Yep. Diddy might be I don't know how. I don't know if he's gonna get time served or they already gonna like let him stay in there for like an extra couple more days, extra month or so. But yeah, Diddy's coming home.
Y'all niggas pay pussy too. Get out of here. I do know why they're home. Never mind. I know why. Right? Then obviously, man, I get it. So I have a lot of grace to that point. But still, Cassie was no goddamn angel too. Cassie was fucking 4 or 5 other dudes. Diddy was fucking 4 or 5 other bitches. They both was on some whole shit. They both were freaks. They both were deviants. Jane Doe is such a hoe. The one day Diddy don't hit her phone, she's at another freak off. It's never been my itinerary to just show to a freak off. You're in another type of world. How do you want us to believe that he introduced you to this life, yet you're in the life more without him? Where's my man at? Where's my man at?
Oh, no, that nigga happy.
Where's Lauren at? Where's Lauren at? Come here, girl.
But I'm sure many of you know that a verdict has been reached. So
Lauren looking good today. Like no Diddy. I mean, we can't say no Diddy no more. Oh, no Diddy's canceled, chat. No Diddy's canceled now. It's canceled. We going full Diddy. No, actually no Diddy because Diddy was having semen rubbed on his nipples. Yeah. Could Diddy sue and get the $30 million back? No, it's clipped. You can't. All she did was participate and cooperate in a federal, which I don't care what NDA she signed on a civil level for the $30 million, allowed to do what she does in a criminal proceeding that trumps anything civil. If anything, if Diddy's probably saying, bitch, I deserve a refund. That's what he's thinking. I should have never paid your ass, and your ass would have still been broke. You'd have showed up with your big ass belly, and I would have laughed at you in court and said, enjoy poverty, bitch. And yes, they're going to look at me like Chris Brown for the rest of my life, but fuck it, I'm a billionaire. But you'd have still been broke. I think that's what Diddy's thinking. I should have never gave you shit. Because Diddy gave her the money, hoping it didn't get here, and it got here, and then he beat it. So now he's like, fuck, I should have paid this motherfucker, man.
Was so intense. I mean, many of you've probably seen the news already, but he was found not guilty on racketeering, not guilty on the sex trafficking of both Cassie and Jane, and then he was found guilty on both of the Mann Act violations. So it was crazy. So it really, hey Carrie, good morning. Really, the jury got in around 9. I mean, I was in line in the security line at, I don't know, maybe 8:57, and I saw a juror, and so I'm like, oh, it'll probably be forever. But then at 9:52, a note came in, and we all, and we just figured the.
Hold on, I heard 50 Cent. 50. He's coming home. You gotta beef with him when he free and he rich too. 50. Diddy beat the feds. That boy a bad man. Beat the Rico. That's a okay. Give it up. That's a bad fucking man right there. He say he's the gay John Gotti. He's the gay John Gotti. Oh my God. Wait, Uncle Love. Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you, Lauren. I don't mean to interrupt you, Lauren. I didn't mean to interrupt you. But where Uncle? Oh,
happy.
The judge read the.
Unc was the only person who's keeping it a bean. The jury's like Unc.
To the jury. Asked the foreman of the jury. Everybody stood up. The overflow courtroom was packed. Standing room only. Standing in the back. Kneeling on the floor. Sitting on the floor. Marshall in the overflow telling everybody to shut up and be quiet. The judge said, all rise. The judge turned to the foreman of the jury and asked them, what's your verdict on count one? The dude hollered back, not guilty on Rico. The judge checked back with him, says, what about count two? SEX trafficking and Cassie. Foreman of the jury said, not guilty.
Let's go.
The judge stopped back at him, says, what about the transportation to engage in the selling of a person? The jury foreman said, guilty. As to count four, SEX trafficking of Jane Doe. What's your verdict? Not guilty. SEX selling a body for Jane Doe. Guilty. Puffy beat the feds on a Rico, which carried a life sentence. Puffy beat the feds on the SEX trafficking, which carried a minimum of 20, maximum of life. He beat him. He took him to trial and he beat him. Straight up, fair, square. Even though they cheated. Even though they cheated.
How they cheat, Unc? Tell me how they cheated. Go ahead, pop it.
Even though they cheated.
Start popping, Unc. I'm gonna pop it.
Oh, shit. Cheated.
Talk about it, Unc.
Even though the feds cheated. He beat the feds square.
Now, Unc about to start popping now.
He beat the feds square.
Unc about to start popping.
Tenny Garagos is crying. Tenny Garagos is crying. She blowing her nose. Wiping her eyes. Tenny Garagos is crying. Not guilty. Tenny Garagos is crying. Puffy looking over at the jury, doing this to all the jurors. Thank you.
No,
All zone and fitness.
No, Puff, like, I wonder what the jury was saying. Like,
I got the best coffee in the world. Coffee best. All zone fitness. Thank you for the super chat. Mark Agnifilo sitting on the corner. He chilling like Matt Dillon, ain't robbing, ain't stealing.
okay.
He just sitting there like, yeah. Brian Steele over there posted up like this.
Yeah.
Nicole Westmoreland sitting down right here. She just looking. Xavier Donaldson just looking. Jason Driscoll on the end. He looking. Alexander Shapiro over there. She looking. All of this, Anna Esteveo. She looking. All of the assistant U.S. attorneys is in the front. They just like head down, trying to right. Puffy beat the feds, man. Puffy took the feds to trial and beat them. Puffy beat the feds. The judge then told the jury that you don't have to abide by nothing that you have had to abide by.
Not everyone's life runs in straight lines. At Sophia,
Your
we
boy,
get that. Our flexible,
guilty.
affordable, self-paced
Mindful and careful of the privacy of your fellow jurors. You're free to leave. You can do whatever it is that you want. Mark Agnifilo stood up. Mark Agnifilo stood up and said, Your Honor, Tenny Garagos is crying. Anna Estevello, his other attorney, she crying. They crying. Mark Agnifilo stood up and said, Your Honor. Mark Agnifilo stood up and said, Your Honor. Come on, man. Get your ass up out of here. Talk, huh? Let's go, man.
Let's go. Hurry up.
Gotta be doing all that. Come on, man. Mark Agnifilo stood up and said, Your Honor, in light of Puffy being acquitted of the most serious charges that carried life imprisonment, RICO, and SEX trafficking,
11-11. Diddy made his
Puffy
wish.
should be allowed to return to Two-Star Island today. His family is here. Sport. His private is in Maui, Hawaii. He is not a flight risk. I'm coming all this off the top of the dome. I didn't write nothing down. This all I didn't write nothing down.
Top of the dome. Off the top of the dome.
You beat him. All right, my man. All right, my man. All right. I don't want to work out with you, man.
I thought these niggas would take me, nigga. Fuck out here. Them niggas rest at anything.
His playing is in Maui, Hawaii. He's not a flight risk. Your Honor, I can get three to five family members, however many family members you need to sign a bond to get him released today. This man faces life in prison. He has been acquitted of the most serious charges. I propose some bail conditions, whatever your Honor sees fit, but he should be able to return to his house in Miami today.
Hexiest man in the world, give it attention. We know the whole damn time, thanks to Sean G, keeping it a buck. Everyone said he was cooked because it was fast. I knew it was because they saw clearly as Sean G did. Sean's gonna get that interview. I'm gonna make sure that happen. I promise you, I'm gonna make sure that happen. I ain't gonna lie, his family taps in with Sean G a little bit, so it might happen without me, but I'm gonna make sure that happens.
The judge started talking. Puffy can't believe it. Puffy is in shock. Puffy can't believe it. He's in shock. He's relieved.
Is he crying? Is he crying?
The judge says, Mr. Combs, I'm sure you do not want to go back to MDC Brooklyn. Puffy starts shaking his head like this to the judge, like, hell no.
Grand Ice, thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. Big Grand Ice in the building. Damn, 50 gifted on the memberships. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Your Honor, well, this is all happening in real time. We're going to be here all day. Is there a response from the prosecution? Maureen Comey stood up and said, Your Honor, I am against releasing Puffy today. He has still been convicted of some very serious crimes, which carry a maximum penalty of 20 years. How she gets to the 20 years is that the maximum sentence of SCX selling a body under the federal sentencing guidelines.
There's power in the word no.
That's crazy. That's
No.
crazy.
At University of Phoenix, there's no application fee. Entrance
Lighter fluid on it, because there's no way that they're going to run each of these counts consecutively. Facts. Meaning you do one sentence, and after that sentence is done, you do the other sentence. What they're going to do is run both of those charges consecutive together, and whatever sentence that he is sentenced to, he will just do one sentence. I think that the minimum, I tried to look it up on the guy.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all, over and out, man. We're going to hit you with another video later on today. With your boy Diddy, not guilty. He beat the charges. He probably be coming home today for time served. Because you think he did get found guilty for one charge, but that was like a little state charge. That won't nothing. But your boy Diddy is coming home. Pausecast Podcast, back with another one. Over and out.